Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Mercedes and this is the Frugal Life with Mercedes. Today we're going to talk about snob behavior. Snob behavior is keeping you broke. Now, what do I mean by that? There's a lot of people that think they are too good to save money. They are too good to budget. They are too good to take that job. They are whatever. And I'm here to tell you that's not true. We all have worth, and I do believe that there's a lot of people out there that don't really know their worth. But at the same time, there's a lot of people that are high and mighty and think they're too good. Guess what? You're not too good to buy store brand. You're not too good to coupon. You're not too good to pick up pennies on the ground. So many people are concerned with what other people think of them. So people will drive a really nice car or live in a certain neighborhood or dress a certain way or always get their nails done, their hair done because of what they think other people are going to think about them. And I get it. I want to look nice too. I do. But I'm not going to drive a car I can't afford or that I don't need to impress other people. I'm not going to be house poor so that everybody thinks that I'm doing really well. And we've discussed this in many videos. Wouldn't it be better to live in the really small house and be able to retire early? I would think it is. But people are so concerned about how things look and the optics. And really, unless somebody is giving you money for those things, they don't get an opinion and their opinion does not matter. Now, I see a lot of times where people will complain or vent about grocery prices. Yes, groceries are expensive. But if you look, they're buying all name brand. They are throwing away perfectly good food because they just don't feel like eating it. They would rather go out to dinner. There's a lot of people that are really uneducated about how long food is good for as far as leftovers. Leftovers are good for a week at least. I don't eat them past a week. When it comes to 5 or 6 days, they get put in the freezer if I have not eaten them, but we're not throwing away food because of that. Now, obviously, if the food smells bad or has mold on it, yes, of course you're going to throw it away. But there are people that think that leftovers are just like garbage, like the next day, and that is not true by any means. And you get to do whatever you want with your money. And there are people that are in really good financial situations, and so then they do throw away those leftovers, or they don't stop to pick up those pennies, or they don't do this, this, and this to save money or to put more money away. But imagine how much better your financial situation would be if you took the time and educated yourself on food safety, educated yourself on how long leftovers are good for. So even if you're in a good financial situation, that doesn't mean that you're just like, okay, we're going to be wasteful now. Because how did you get to that good financial situation? If you busted your butt, then wouldn't you do those small little things to save you that even more? I would think so. And there's a lot of people that think that they're too good to work at a fast food restaurant, or they're too good to coupon, they're too good to do this, they're too good to do that, and you're not. If you see somebody who was laid off from their job and they were making a lot of money, and then they're unemployed for a significant amount of time, and then they're putting out applications only in that job field. Well, what if you went and worked at McDonald's while you're waiting to hear back from those places? Yes, I understand that you made $200,000 at your last job, and this is going to be a very significant pay cut, but it's income coming in, and it'll help you stay afloat. It'll help keep up morale, and there's a lot of reasons to do it. But once people start making a certain amount of money or have a certain job title, then they think that they can't go back to whatever. And there's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's. There is nothing wrong with being a janitor. There's nothing wrong with starting a laundry service. Apparently that's a huge thing now for stay-at-home moms, that they do other people's laundry. And people in the comments are like, that's nasty, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, that person is helping their family financially. And It's not nasty. And I can tell you personally, I've been a house cleaner. I cleaned people's houses, and trust me, it's not glamorous, but it helped get me out of debt. And I wasn't too good for it then, and if I ever do it again in the future, I'm not too good for it now. And there's nothing wrong with having aspirations for something else, but if you find yourself in a situation where maybe you lost your job, or maybe, those 80-hour weeks are just too much, it's okay to take a step back and be like, what can I do that would be something a little bit different? So don't let snob behavior keep you broke. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel. And until next time, bye.